it always feels good to get out and get to running around and doing the things that you love to do. And you know, so it's a little hot, but that comes with the territory this time of year.
Absolutely. Well, and then just talking about, you know, just this turf, you know, obviously I know there's some work that still needs to be done with the stadium, but just to be back out here, you know, on this field, for you, I guess it'd be kind of the first time
for sure
on this field. So,
yeah.
You know, just how does that feel to, you know, especially for the players' perspective, you know, just having to, you know, get back out here?
I think it's big. You know, we've been just kind of moving around wherever we could to get whatever we could get done, and it's nice to be able to get out here and get some spacing and some lines and some level fields and you know, feels more like football.
Absolutely. And then just talking about this group so far, just kind of what some of the biggest impressions, you know, on and off the field that you've seen out of this group? Well,
they're a resilient group for sure. They're a loyal group. You know, they work hard. You know, they've got a lot of good qualities, high character kids that, you know, that stuck it out when times got tough, and it's certainly been tough. And unless you walked in their shoes, there's really no way to explain it. But they endured and persevered, and are still having to endure and persevere. Just because we've got our field don't mean we still don't have a lot of obstacles that we have to deal with every day. But they're to be commended for that, for sure.
For sure, and it kind of feels like, you know, and I know, you know, when something like this happens, I know everyone wants to talk about that return to normalcy in some way. I know high school football can provide that in some way, and so, you know, I can't imagine just how it will feel to, you know, be back here on the turf, you know, whenever that happens in the season. But just, you know, talking about from here to week one, just kind of what some of the biggest things that you guys will be working on will be.
Well, we've got a long list of things we got to work, because really our spring ball was more like an install. We were able to do some team camps, which helped us, but you know, just piecing all that together with fundamentals and spacing and kick game. You know, hadn't been able to work any kick game, so all those fundamentals that win ball games we're kind of behind the 8 ball, so we're playing a little catch up with that.
For sure. And then, you know, your career as well, you know, just making this transition over to Wynne, and you know, obviously just, you know, what are some of the things that you're trying to implement, you know, from one stop, you know, over here, and then just, you know, kind of what some of the expectations are for this year?
Well, you know, Wynne is a traditional place, so there's always high expectations, and you like that. I mean, that's what intrigues you about a place like this, and you know, so it's certainly a challenge. I've said this before. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, and as far as just getting there's no such thing as normal for us. You know, we still don't have sleds, we don't have goalposts. We had to wait on our kids to get bussed over everywhere. We may have to go at 6:30 in the morning for 45 minutes and bring them back now. So there's nothing normal about it, other than hopefully we'll get to a place where we get to play some games like you normally would on a Friday night. So there's really no recipe for it. We're certainly not going to lower the expectations of Wynne. We're still going to demand our kids be where they're supposed to be and work hard, and you know, all those things that it takes to be a successful program. And but you know, really we're still at the point where we had to take it one day at a time, get through today and try to get better today, and try to stack days together, and then we'll see what that equates to.
For sure. And then you know, just talking about you know, obviously you mentioned just you know, just that lack of normalcy so far, but you know, and how young is this group right now, like as far as seniors, juniors?
Very, very young, only 6 seniors. So yeah, we had a lot of guys depart, and those 6 are really to be commended, because they stuck it out, and they could have gone somewhere else also, you know. And so they've certainly led by example. You know, they're here every day, they work hard, they have good attitudes, and that bleeds over to our young guys. And but yeah, we're a very young football team for sure.
And I know, you know, systematically, just, you know, what'll be some of the things that you're trying to implement this year, just as far as, you know, what you'll run, just kind of the type of offense and tempo and things like that?
Yeah, well, you know, offensively we'll be a split back offense, so you know, it's more of a pro type offense with tight ends, and you know, we'll do the option, we'll do the play action, we'll do the power game. You know, defensively will be pretty similar to what they've done in the past. I think maybe a little bit more multiple. You know, give multiple looks, because we don't want to be predictable. And then you know, kick game will be something that we had to put a lot of emphasis on to, you know, to give us an edge, you know, in some tight ball games.
Absolutely. Well, anything else you want to add about this group, or anything I might have forgotten to mention?
No, you know, I think we touched on a great group to be commended. You know, I've always said this, that you know, tough times develop strong men, and so them enduring through this is going to make them a better man in the future. And tough times also reveal weak men, and it revealed some weak men. And so, you know, I think that's even more commendable in our society today, because in the day of instant gratification, what can you do for me now? I'll go to a better situation for me. What's better for me? These kids were loyal to Wynne High School and the Wynne Yellowjacket football program, and you know, they're to be commended for that.
Well, and even the adversity too. I mean, you know, it's you mentioned how it's going to make it better, you know, off the field. It'll make it better on the field, you know, as well. You know, so that's, you know, I'm sure one less thing that you'll have to teach them as well.
Yeah, I think they're more appreciative. They're thankful, you know, because they've done without some things that they normally would have. You know, we still don't have a washer and dryer. We still don't have blocking sleds. Still don't have goal posts. So when they get those things, they're really excited. You know, they're really excited to be able to get on the turf. You know. I've had some years where I said, man, it's hot on this turf, coach, and our kids are like, oh, we get to go to the turf, you know. So I think it helps their perspective, you know, things that you take for granted, and things that, you know, that they've done without, I think they appreciate more.